welcome to our first 2020 charity stream. I am so glad that you're here and you're with us. Thank you for joining us. I am Hallie. I am the stream and charity organizer. I have my little script that I'm gonna do, and then I'm gonna get out of the way. I'm just the person behind the curtain. So I will be with you in chat, and then we're gonna let Bran and company run with it. So let me get this out of the way. So that you know, we are playing for charities that help kids and families in tough situations, particularly dealing with poverty, homelessness, and domestic violence. I feel like that is particularly timely considering what's going on right now. Our chosen charities are in the U.S. are Project Night Night and Safe Stuffed Animals for Emergencies. Hello to everyone from there if you are watching. Thank you for joining us. We do appreciate the communications that we've had with you. It's been lovely. Sorry, doorbell. We are not a professional gig. We're just here. That's how it's working. We're also playing for the UN Refugee Agency and the Children's Aid Foundation of Canada. If you have a local organization in your area that does this kind of work and you can support them, if you can donate, that's fantastic, but we totally understand if you can't. Things are really weird right now for a lot of people. So when things open back up, and you can volunteer or you can donate goods, you can help out with a charity's wish list, anything like that. When it's safe to do so again, we highly encourage you to do that. We have made donations on behalf of the stream to Project Night Night and Stuffed Animals for Emergencies, so we hope that's helpful. It was the little bit that we had to give, so trying to do good there as well. Also, just wanted to say thank you to everyone here this morning. You see their lovely faces and pictures on the bottom of the screen. I'll let them do introductions here in just a minute. Thank you to everyone who's playing, who's running a game. Thank you to, check this shit out, all these lovely folks who have donated, and it does include our wonderful Carrie, tabletop crafter who's playing today, and our amazing Bran who donated beautiful, beautiful candles, our DM today. So thank you for that. Yes, the giveaway is live. If you go to Twitter at terrible_party and see the pinned tweet, there is a Google form there. It's 30 seconds to fill it out. We have to do it that way instead of the traditional Twitter, just RT and follow. That's great if that works for you, but we have country restrictions on shipping, especially with COVID going on right now. There may be some delays there. There may be extra restrictions that we have to take caution with, so please just be aware of that. But there's lots of things that you could go win, so thank you to everyone who donated. We super duper appreciate it. And thank you to everyone who's watching. Thank you to everyone who got word out about the stream, who helped organize. Thank you, B, for all of your work. You've saved my skin a couple of times here.
Yay, B!
Noble silence.
And then just as a note on the channel and the games, we are trying to keep this a little more lighthearted today. So we have Bran's game today that's going to run until about 1 p.m. Eastern Standard. We're playing some Humblewood from Deck of Many and Hit Point Press at 3 p.m. and that runs until about 6 Eastern Standard Time. A little more lighthearted today, a little more interesting tomorrow with some Monster of the Week and all of that. But just as a final note, we know that things are really dark and really scary right now, and we hope that these games bring you some entertainment and some light and a little bit of joy. Thank you again for joining us. I'm going to get out of your hair, and Bran, it is all you, my friend.
Unbelievably large thank you to Haley and Small Dragonborn Party. You guys have so much. We'll never be able to express the good that you're doing. Warmest greetings, wild ones. Here we are for a tale. As stated, we're going to keep it nice and lighthearted. Let's get a good fairy tale going. I'd like to introduce the party here. Let us start with the smiliest faces, Aki. Who are you and what do you do?
My name's Jeff. I don't read. Okay. Sorry. My name's Aki. I'm playing the immortal character Lynn. What I do art and that's it. Yeah.
You do amazing art, you mean?
Oh, thank you.
All right, we're going to keep it humble, are we?
Yeah.
Very good. Carrie, my old friend, what do you do and who are you?
Yeah, I'm Kerry. I'm from Tabletop Crafter. I make dice bags and stuff. And I'm playing today Sopa. He is a turtle monk.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, B.
Hi, I'm B. I'm the yes, at this point in time, I'm the DM of the Frostwalkers podcast. Sorry, we're recording our finale in like 2 days, and in 2 days, my friend Livy is gonna take over the DM spot. So it's like, what am I doing here? Am I still in charge?
Is this a passing the torch?
Oh yeah. I just
Oh,
don't
proper.
know if I'm at the part where I'm passing it yet, or if I'm still holding it for right now. I'm at that weird limbo. But yeah, I even when Livy's the DM, I'll be on the podcast, so that's where I'll be. But I'm not playing today. I'm playing a sea druid named who likes to go by Cat. He doesn't have the paperwork for that.
All right, and just a quick one. I am Bran. I'm a candle maker for Spirit of the Wilds. I make pretty things, and I burn myself with wax. All right, and without further ado, I'll give you stories in brass.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We come into this tale. Our adventure is already a little worn from the road. They disembarked upon Embar Island some weeks ago. Now, to know Embar Island is to know a hero's welcome. This is a place that has always welcomed adventurers with the openest of arms. But a few small villages on here, but every one of them is incredibly welcoming and gratuitous to any adventurer who comes through. They are mostly human territories, and legends of one of their mightiest warriors, almost to the extent of deity, shines across all of these cities. You will see statues or small symbols or idols of this figure. Now, Lynn, having lived many lifetimes, you've witnessed these festivals before. There are annual festivals that celebrate this hero and celebrate the entire concept of the heroes and the adventurers. It is some have seen it as almost a Valhalla of the living realm. That if you are a warrior true, you will be greeted by anything you could honestly hope for.
Mm.
So it is a very nice visit to any would-be hero. So stating this, you've influenced this group to check out this island, and furthermore, you know there are some incredible places to paint, to create your craft, your art.
Yeah.
You know there's amazing areas that you could just spend a lifetime escaping. But the lure of absolute adoration is good enough to bring others with you.
Mm-hmm.
So in your time on this island, you've noticed it is not the same.
Hmm.
When you were greeted with, bottles of wine and streamers, hugs and handshakes and song, you have received none of that in the first several villages that you visited on this island. There seems to be a coldness to everything. Not so much in the air, not so much in the temperature, but folks seem distant and uncaring. There is no revelry. There is no joy in anyone that you've seen thus far.
Something's wrong.
Currently, you have made your way into the third village on this trail, on this island. And much to your expected dismay, this town seems to be no different. No one seems to really give you the light of day. You receive nothing but coldest of shoulders. And if you like, we can start here.
All right. Lynn is looking around, very confused. Still, even after multiple villages, you think they get the idea, but even after this many, it's still confusing. After so many times of coming here and expecting joy.
It is that drastic of a change.
Yeah. And turns to their party mates, says something is wrong.
Sofa just smiles softly and says, "Perhaps they are all out of tea."
Well, if that were the case, I feel like they'd be able to mend that fairly quickly.
Unless it's being hoarded.
Perhaps. Ah. Right.
Still, this change is very drastic. Last time I was here, it was very different.
As you muse in the city square, a bard wanders sort of through your party. Just kind of barks in your direction. Ah! Kind of clutching his lute as he passes.
Very different.
Okay, I've seen some not right things in my life. I think that takes the cake.
Yes, a very dismissive bard is very strange.
Someone in town you know of that we could ask.
Is there?
Yeah, you recognize quite a few of the faces here. In your past, everyone has made themselves incredibly known to you, treated you almost family.
I'll walk up to the one I'm most familiar with and ask, "It's good to see you again. What's going on?"
As you approach, we'll say, a dwarven fellow outside of his establishment. They're polishing a bit of armor and looks your direction. There's a spit on the armor. It almost feels directed at you, even though it wasn't.
I will try that again. How are you doing?
Yeah, exasperated. Look back up at you. I'm busy. What do you want?
Do you recognize me?
Yeah. Kind of squints a bit. Yeah. Is all he can.
I think Skip kind of like leans towards Lynn and just goes, "So what I'm hearing is no free drinks this time."
Sadly, no.
Damn it.
Would
Skip,
you?
you've heard of all this. Your entire void over here told the tales of what convenient warming place this would be for you.
Yeah, he's probably just like, this makes sense. I've been scammed.
Lynn will turn back to the dwarf and be like, "May I ask why things are so different this time around? I've been here many times in my past, and people were much more welcoming than this."
Exasperated, set down the armor. A bit of disgruntled. There's a bit of arm cross and there's a heroes. What good are they done? They don't need sort of still checks your director.
Glenn does not flinch in any way or even emote in any way. Just
not a
blinks.
strong, aggressive.
Oh yeah, of course
a
not.
with pup.
Let's see. You did not answer my question. What has changed?
Nothing's changed, or maybe we just wised up. I don't know. We don't need this lot here. Fat lot they do. What do we have to worry about?
But there are plenty of things to worry about in this world. I could give you a list.
Yeah. Good. Well, I mean, there's plenty to worry about, but not as good as a hero would do.
I plan to change that attitude. Let us keep going.
Right. Want to specifically meet people, or assume that your entire interactions have been very, very similar to this?
Yeah, I'm gonna assume they've all been pretty similar to this.
You go ahead and reach out to several of the other people you've met in your past, and the various revelry festivals, and almost tears wiped away of I'll never forget you, or just gone.
Yeah.
It seems there's very little this village ideally can for you.
By the way, you're cutting out a lot. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Which one of us?
You.
I am. I wasn't aware of that. All right, let's try something. But in the meantime, you can hear my dulcet singing tones as we fix it.
I suppose Lynn will look to her comrades and say, "What do you suppose we should do?"
We planned to visit here. We don't have any other pressing commitments, so just not interested in having visitors.
You do know that there is still another village ahead of you. Whether you're dubious of how good it will be.
We could perhaps try the other village.
Let's see what happens.
All right, with little fanfare, you leave this unwelcoming place. Anyone you want to take in the shin on your way out, or are we taking this on? Are we taking this well?
I think we're taking it pretty well.
Good on you. All right, you snub your nose at this now cold place and make your way. As you leave the village proper, the terrain gets much more wooded, a little hilly, but it is at least people from the welcoming energy you feel amongst all those people. It feels a little less heavy.
Yay.
What is
Huzzah.
your marching order? What do you do as you travel?
I figured either Skip or Lynn was in front.
I could be in front. Skip's kind of
Yeah.
yeah. Skip's got his spear that he's kind of using as a walking stick, and he's probably just like to the others trying to sound posy, but to himself kind of grumbling like this always fucking happens. Why?
It's a common thing.
Why does no like everywhere I go, there's always some insanity, some thing I have to deal with. I just want to sleep.
I think Zephyr also walks with his staff, and he walks slow, so he's like kind of trailing behind a little bit, but he's always like watching the clouds and not really like, he seems to just have like a perfectly happy smile on his face, like not phased at all by the people in that past town or what's happening.
Lynn is just pretty blasé about everything, even though this is obviously a very stark change to them. They're a bit worried, but they don't show it. And they're also just sketching in their notebook to see if they can pass the time.
All right.
Skip is 100% trying to do sea shanties on land, and it's just not having the same effect.
Can we hear a couple?
Oh man, I've walked myself right into a
No, you
trap.
so did.
Damn it. Damn it. Come back to me in the next time we have a walking thing, because it's 9:30 in the morning and all my brain can think about are the ones that I heard yesterday when I was listening to Lawful Stupid, and those are very specific. Hi Devin, I love you. but yeah, I can't right now. But I think maybe we could make that canon. Maybe Skip's trying and it's just like he's blurring three different ones together and he's just like, no, that's not right. Gosh darn it, this town's starting to get to me now.
On that note, you do notice a bit of a weight on your souls. You don't seem to have the same animosity as the villagers and everyone that you come across. You do seem a little heavy and a little tired. It seems this trip is, as short as it's been, is really going to take its toll on you.
Something is definitely wrong.
I want to go home.
A proper pirates.
It happened under the sea, so fair game.
As you make your way further down this road, you hear soft signs of someone ahead of you. Not boisterous, just a soft, almost cough, a sniffling tone.
Lynn just looking, doesn't really acknowledge the person.
Oh no.
Skip would stop and just be like, oh, another human being. I'm in for a beating. But then like his better nature would kick in and then just probably start like diverting from walking straight, maybe without even telling the others this is his plan, and just start like looking for that voice. Just 1 minute he's walking straight, the next he just kind of makes a sharp left and starts looking.
Yeah, I think Zephyr would follow slowly, like, maybe he can find this person and cheer them up and make them some tea.
The tea is the end all for you.
What else is there in this dark world?
As you forward towards the sounds, you spot a small elven child off the side of the road. A bit ruddy in color, sort of a rusty hair, a bit of a shabby dress for the child, and you see the streaks of tears that have been on the face as he seems to be rubbing at his eyes and sniffling.
Skip immediately goes from concern to like awkwardness, and he kind of like tenses up on his spear, like, what do I do here?
Just
if someone's
sigh.
bleeding, I got it. If someone's crying, oh no.
Lynn just sighs, realizes this, and will go to the child, kneel down, and be like, "Are you all right?"
The child shakes his head no and clutches at your arm. Oh God, I have to do my child voice. Please have to help me. They've taken him away.
Taken who?
Taken away the guardian. I need him.
You just hear Skip whisper to Lynn, they're using a lot of pronouns that we don't have context to.
They are, you notice.
Zephyr will reply to Skip, "Do not worry, I'm sure it will all come to us in time, as is the way of the universe."
Oh,
Can you tell the universe to hurry it up? Happy hour soon.
You cannot rush this world's ways, my friend.
Skip was promised all he could drink coming on the island.
Yeah.
That's why he's here.
Will like slowly pick up the child and be like, "Where'd they take him? Take them."
Kind of clutches, holds on to, points in the distance, further up the road you were heading. I think it was that way.
All right, let's go. And Lynn just starts walking.
The child begins to squirm in your arms a bit as you to move forward.
Lynn doesn't pay it any mind.
Wait,
Lynn is worried about efficiency. Just wants to get this done.
It's sort of trying to push away from you. And no, I'll be here.
you just see Skip like slowly like move the spear forward. Just goes, hey kid, do you want to come with us so you can tell us what the hell is happening?
The child adamantly shakes their no.
Cool. We'll
No,
talk to other.
I'll just stay here. And he points out to your left, to your west, and
My Weast.
a small cottage that you did not notice before, but looks comfortably nestled against the rock wall.
Okay, how the hell did we miss that?
Lynn will sigh and put the kid down. I'm like, fine.
Skip goes like, you guys, I'll catch up with you. Give me 1 second. And he kind of like leans his spear up against something that won't cause it to fall, like my stack is about to. And he just kind of gets on one knee and looks to the kid and goes, hey, do you like stargazing?
Child nods, very positively. Absolutely.
Cool. Me too. And he starts like ruffling through his pack and he comes across this crystal and he goes, do you have a light? Not like in the cigarette sense. I mean, like you know what I mean. Just like a source of light. I can hit this up. You know what? The sun works just fine. This is awkward. And he just lifts the crystal to the sun and little like this map of the stars shows up because of Star Druid's star map feature at level 2. And he just kind of shows it to the kid and he just goes like, see, I can, if you stay safe and if when we come back I can see you again, I'll let you use my cool little map for a while if you want.
The child is slap as he claps his little hands together.
Okay. And he kind of gets back up, grabs his spear again, just goes, so just stay safe and don't be sad because that makes things way more awkward.
He nods. I'll just be in the house. He again points over to the cabin.
Oh, yeah.
just remember to get the guardian and make sure he's safe and make sure you bring him to me.
What
He's-
is the Guardian?
Well, he's small and furry and brown, but it's necessary.
Oh. Okay. I will remember that. And they just kind of take their leave with Lynn and, sorry, God, the name of the mug is failing me.
Zofa. It's like a
Zofa.
Z rather than X. But yeah.
Gotcha. So, yeah.
He will, as he sort of starts walking away with Lynn, kind of leaving Skip with the child, sort of say to Lynn, where we're going and what this guardian is or who took it. We're putting a few too many things in the hands of fate. Perhaps we should have discussed with the child's parents.
We have no time for such a thing.
It's on this planet, do we not? Very well. I will follow your lead.
As we're discussing this, actually, let's have our first roll of the day. Let's get a perception.
Okay.
Ooh. Is that everybody or just
Everybody, go.
Oh, everybody in the club getting D20s.
Oh, I forgot to turn off advantage.
I didn't do it.
There we go.
Shit. Yeah, that's on brand.
18.
All right.
Damn.
I'm gonna allow all to quickly notice the child making a beeline very hastily back to the cottage. Just a mad dash back to the door with a quick slam.
Perhaps Skip spooked him.
Something tells me we've been tricked.
Hey, come on. I'm not that bad with kids.
I'm gonna bounce off perception roll into a second advantage on this. So aside from seeing the mad sprint, you notice about where we were standing, a small lead the direction that the point towards.
Oh, 1 sec. I need to reconnect. You're really roboting.
Shall I
Say
reconnect?
that again?
Maybe that'll help.
Let's
Yeah.
find out.
Could you say that again?
Or try to reconnect it as professional as it comes.
Uh-oh.
I think she meant reconnect to the Discord call.
Yeah. Leaving and coming back is a miracle. Trust me, I know.
It is a miracle.
All right.
Could you try re-saying what you said?
I don't know. That was a long time ago. So from seeing the child a mad dash. And you just tracks in the ground. Some of these small clawed feet, and others seem to be thick gouges in the ground, almost as if someone was sticking several spears into the earth as they moved.
Sorry,
Okay. I'm bad with kids, but I did not do
that. Where do they lead?
They seem to be further down the trail. Doesn't seem to be much from the road that's been laid out.
All right, Lynn will just start to follow them without much of a word.
You really like doing that.
Are they going in the direction the child said
Seems to be.
that they took?
It appears that as you follow where it pointed.
Okay. Then let's go.
All right, you make your way further the road. You have a sea shanty yet?
Darn you. I think he starts trying again, and he just says, like, no, well, that's not right. You know what? Give me more time. I think I need a drink in me before I can start singing without inhibition. I mean, properly.
I need you to go ahead and throw out a performance roll if you can.
I will, but he stands by what he said.
It has been a while since we stopped for a spot of tea.
It is 15. He did get a 15, so it's not awful. It's just not.
That's fairly solid for a shanty this early in the morning.
Yeah, they've got a good voice. They're just clearly shy about it.
Yeah, your tone rings true. Your cadence is proper. You've forgotten some of the words to the song. All it's to.
I didn't know that Drunken Sailor has that many oh shit wait in there.
There's a lot more verses as well. You're just gonna.
Yeah, it's just like wait, no. A lot of them just have like that's not right. But very nice sounding
You note a delightful clearing where there is a nice bit of sun and warmth that just seems ideal for a spot of tea.
So we should take a break in the sun. Like, slowly walk over there.
I've been traveling for about an hour since meeting the child, so break is not out of the question.
Yeah. Lynn will just sigh and sit down in the spot that they're in.
So if we're stopping, Zofa starts to very slowly, one by one, pull out all of the like pieces of tea making equipment, and he's got like, the full range of things that you would need. And he starts like slowly crushing up tea leaves and like wiping down bowls and starting to boil water like it's a practiced routine. I can't think of the right word.
When the tea is done, Lynn will gladly take it.
Skip will take some and then immediately ask if there's booze in it.
He smiles, although he's always smiling, but he smiles more, and says, "I'm afraid there is not in this one."
That's fine. I think I have a problem anyway.
Skip, I need you to roll insight on yourself.
The
got
universe
8.
has many problems in life. Skip.
What was your roll out of curiosity?
I got an 8.
Nah, nothing wrong with you.
Nah.
I'm perfect. Everyone else is the weird ones. Why is he slowly just... I could just feel his alignment slowly crippling.
So, we know some guardian has been taken. Lynn, do you know of such a guardian of this place?
Do I?
Give me a history roll.
You got it.
Okay. You're familiar with the legends of the hero of this area, but you don't recall him being small and brown and alive and kidnappable. So nothing really stands out.
Oh right, okay, sorry. Yeah, I got a 10, but
Anyone else is welcome to ponder it as well. Like,
Skip's a sailor. They've got stories. Skip got an 18 on history.
18.
well, fine.
Not only of a history, but a lot. You're familiar with the idea of stuffed animals acting as the guardians for children. In your travels, there's been lots of cultures that have seen this. They have offered these toys to children, and it seems to act as a source of protection to them. Logicking that together, that is the most you can kind of think of, and perhaps perhaps a small toy belong to a child.
You just see them like sip their tea and just start thinking, and they they move their eye patch from one eye to the other, and you notice the other eye's completely fine. And they're just sitting, they're just thinking, and they just go, I think we just got recruited into finding a teddy bear.
One stops, thinks. God damn it, you're right.
Is
This
this
is the universe
the
giving us a
lowest we've
sign.
come, or is this the highest we've come?
It's not a first for me, but it's certainly the first time I've never been immediately aware of it.
Well, hey, we can
That's in the
play
wrong
play
way.
off that.
After the Lynn will take out one of their keys and summon their Bandar friend, which is a little like cat monkey thing.
Okay.
It's very cute.
No doubt.
And just have it start getting the scent of the people we're tracking from their footmarks.
Okay.
Just in case we lose the trail and they need to follow some scent.
Is it able to sort of detect a lot research species creature would be?
Could you say that again?
Is it able to detect like alignment or what species the creature might be?
Let me check.
I am giving you this freedom now to just say.
Yeah, sure. It does have a keen sense of smell, it says, so.
Okay. As Lord Sundown starts searching at the tracks you've seen, it's a foul, acrid tone that wafts into its nose.
Eek.
Just kind of catches in the back of the throat and stays there.
Mm.
And it's so bad that the DM leaves.
All right. Just for those who want to see what a bandar is, I'll post it in the little chat.
Yay.
Oh, it's just beyond adorable.
I know.
That's a Magic the Gathering thing. I should have known that.
Lynn will pat its head for smelling something so horrible. And we'll say, like, when you guys are ready, we can follow the scent.
Well, let us be on our way then.
Alright.
Do you need any help putting away your tea things, or you got it?
No. It's a delicate process in which order to go in. So when he says, let's be on our way, it's like 5 minutes later. It's really putting everything back
5 minutes sounds so generous.
Well, however much the DM thinks.
I just imagine as they're like putting their stuff away, Lynn and Skip are like a few feet off to the side, and Skip's just like 10 gold says we're still here for an hour.
20 gold says we die here.
I like those odds. Wait a second, you can't.
You finally get a little smirk from Lynn.
I've been scammed again. You're really good at that.
They tip their hat at you.
It's the poker face.
All right. As the tea says, very carefully and methodically sealed up and carefully wrapped and placed into traveling bags. I'm going to assume the bandar seems frantic to get moving and to follow this trail.
Yeah, I imagine the bandar just climbing all over Lynn, and Lynn's just standing there like a board.
All right. Following his tracks, you seem to make significantly better time as you make your way further down.
All right. Don't know.
Trying to keep pace with the bandar as continually mushes its muzzle to the ground, then leaning up to a big glance and then scampering forward. We can see this. I'll take that as yes.
You say that again?
Just the new map, right?
Yeah, we see it.
I am so doubting everything now. I have no options anymore. You take the bend in this forest, and it gets to be more mountainous terrain. It's a bit rockier. Seem to cast a bit more. It's not downright creepy, not right dark, but it does seem to be a change in the air. Even colder than you felt before. And again, this isn't a temperature thing. You don't. It's just there's a strange vibration in the air, and it just seems. It seems you're now 20 pounds heavier than when you started.
Eek.
Almost as if it's throwing weights onto your back as you travel.
Gotcha. Skip turns to oh my god, please, I beg of you, one more time for the slow one at 10 a.m.
Zopa?
He just turns to them and just goes like, "What the hell did you put in that tea?"
Oh, this is not the tea. This is the universe telling us we are going the right way, I believe.
Oh, it's the withdrawals. Got it.
Skip, do you not have a flask on hand?
They left it on the boat.
Do we need to roll to see if you got fatigue? I just heard the roll. You're doing fine, Skip. You're doing fine. You may be repeating that phrase to yourself.
This is fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. It's fine.
You complain a lot.
They just kind of turn to Lynn and just goes like, "Yeah, it's this island. Once I'm on the water, I'm fine, but I haven't ever seen so much undeterred land and like not water."
Yes, I
like
do admit
vacation
this island
anymore.
has a certain weight to it. Strangely
I
enough.
don't like this vacation anymore, Lynn.
Surprisingly,
this-
neither am I.
Can we turn this party boat around?
I love that land is almost a foreign word to Skip.
Scary word.
I believe we should press forward for now. Going back to the boat would be a much more strenuous thing.
All right, you forward. If you would get a, let's do a survival roll to see how well you're following the tracks at this point.
All right. Hey, 19.
19. Vanda is not just a beat. Has picked up every single tiny. It does not seem thrilled to be inhaling the scent, but it has not lost a single moment.
You will get lots of scritches.
We're following a cat monkey, and that's the least weird thing that's happened today.
That seems on par.
Yeah.
Yeah, sounds about right.
If it helps, I could have summoned something much weirder.
I don't wanna know.
Oh, yes, you do.
Skip really does.
All right. As you take the bend of this path, you start to hear a rustle in the thick hedges aside of it.
Wait, sorry, say that again?
As you take the bend of this forest path, you start to hear a rustling amongst the bushes on the side of this road.
Lynn will call back the Bandar before picking up a rock and throwing it into the bush.
Oh, goodness. All right. Give me a roll for that. Give me a dex.
All right. 19 again! Yay!
Wow. You hear the heavy thunk of rock and flesh, followed by the screech down of "Ow!"
Come out.
found another child.
Perhaps we've concussed another child.
It's quite.
Wouldn't be my first time.
Springing from the bushes is most certainly not another child. But it seems to be a, well, rather hard to differentiate the level between old man and hag. But if you could find a nice middle ground, this would be the face you would put on it. Dangling limbs of him clutching the back of her head, which you can only assume is the rock found mark. The other hand seems to be a small bot as she stacks out from trees in the brush and comes your direction. And there's a keen coldness in the eye that she faces for.
What do you want?
You're going to give me exactly what I want.
And what would that be?
I'm afraid we already stopped for our tea break once. My friends do not like to stop multiple times on our journeys.
I was not expecting that.
Skip just has the concerned face, and that's it.
Yeah, very elongated arm stretches out toward. Let's go with Captain Skip. Something in its oversized palm, it towards your face.
What is it?
And with that note, that bizarre note, I think we're gonna take 5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Just leave the lad in peril.
That is exactly how we should do.
All right, folks, we're going to take a real quick intermission just to reset our audio, and our players can have a real quick break. So enjoy our announcements, and we'll be right back. good.
right. When last we left, our brave adventurers were faced with an elderly woman who had taken a rock to the head.
The scariest enemy of them all.
The
No one expects the
scariest
rock.
beast of them all. She was clutching a small brass box and shoving it into the face of one Captain Skip
Ugh.
in an almost demanding tone that she would receive what she wanted.
I don't like that.
Lynn just steps in like, you're gonna need to be more clear with us. We don't know what you're talking about.
You just see an audible like lean, like sigh of relief. Just here, just like, oh, thank God.
Her elongated arm that was clutching her head then reaches to the shoulder of Captain Skip, kind of holding him close, sort of pulling him towards the box in her hands. Come on, open it.
Okay. Don't make this harder than it has to be on me, lady. I already have problems with people. And just like grabs the box awkwardly, probably does like the, if you've seen the opening gravity, fuck that. So just fumbles the box a little bit and then just finally opens it. Huh?
Wait.
Before here.
Wait.
I think like quicker than you would anticipate him having like moving after how he's been this far. At the top of I attempt to. I don't mind rolling for it. It's fine. But bringing the top of my like quarterstaff down like quickly on the top of the box. Just before Skip tries to open the lid.
Please roll for it.
Okay. I rolled 11.
11?
Yeah, what am I adding to it?
It would just be a dex roll.
A dex roll, okay. So 14 then.
Yeah. Rather delicately, you bring your quarterstaff down to just sort of to clasp the lid closed on the small box in front of Skip's face. Yes, we have to word it that way.
And then I'll just say, now, in my many years of experience, I have learned not to open mysterious boxes given to me by strange women found within the woods. Please do not think me as rude. I am merely looking out for my friends.
You just see Skip cock his head a bit. You just see Skip cock his head a bit and just go like, wait, we're not supposed to open mysterious boxes? Man, I think I'm in the wrong line of work.
Flynn will have the Bandar sniff the box.
All right. Give me a perception.
All right.
The old crone gives a slightly stink eye your direction, Sopa.
I smile back. Like,
I got a 6 on perception.
6. You can't spot, or Bandar doesn't spot anything particular from this box.
All right. All right. But Lynn, either way, will look to the woman and be like, "What's in it?"
She motions to the boxes now in Captain Skip's hands. Says, go on, open it.
Not until you tell us what's in it.
Goodies.
He
Goodies.
looks to the
You
lady,
hunger. I hunger. Open
looks
it.
looks to the ladies, looks to his friend, looks to the lady, looks to his friends, looks to the lady, looks to his friends. Why has this always happened to me?
I'll very gently take the box out of Skip's hand and hold it out like an offering to the lady to take it back.
All right,
Yeah, no, thank you.
You're going to attempt to open it?
You know what?
No, I'm passing her it back
Oh,
unopened.
you're just handing it back to her.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, yeah, no, thank you.
Then
She extends her hands and tries to push it away from her towards you.
Okay.
Come. You must be hungry. I am hungry. Just
Hey.
open it up.
Okay. Skip just kind of leans closer to the others, just okay, let's put it to a vote. All in favor of opening the box? Aye. All opposed? R. It's simple.
Lynn rolls her eyes. R.
Yeah, R, even though that's very close to I.
But I get it.
Despite your huddle cuddle, the old lady does extend her hand when you're voting for I.
I to the others. Sometimes the best thing to do is to just walk away. And he puts down the box onto the floor. Very slowly takes out some rations or something. Puts it. All of this is very slowly, so if she wants to react or whatever during this, it will probably happen because he's very slow. Takes out some rations, puts it down next to the box, and says to her, "I hope that helps with your hunger," and then attempts to start walking away.
Hey, so while Zopa's doing this, could I cast a spell?
Sure.
Because my star map can cast 3 times per long rest without a spell slot or anything. Because UA is fun. I can cast either guiding bolt or augury, and I think I want to go augury just to see what happens.
Absolutely.
So augury is a ritual of a minute, which I think I have more than a minute. By casting gem and light sticks, well, that's you receive an omen from an otherworldly entity about the results of a specific course of action that you plan to make within the next 30 minutes. Wheel woe for bad results. Wheel and woe both for good and bad results. Nothing for results that aren't necessarily good or bad. So he would like to use his star map to augury about opening the box.
All right. As you plant yourself and start observing the charts and start, connecting to the stars, you get the strong sign of wheel and woe from her direction, from the box, from what the offer is.
He looks up, and I think because star druids have this, I think his whole body kind of has the whole constellation look going while he casts, because that's a star druid thing. So as as the stars on his body start to fade away, he just kind of looks up and just goes, "Thanks. Literally the most unhelpful one of the bunch. Cool. Sweet. Wow." He then just turns to Lynn and Zopa and just goes, "I can't believe I'm saying this, but apparently opening the box is good and bad." Believe me,
I don't think
I
we
only
should risk
expected
it.
half of that.
We have better things to do than to risk an old woman's gambit.
But do we though? Have
That's
no
good.
needs. She's in the way, and frankly, this seems like the thing that'll give us the most hints in the shortest amount of time. Besides, I'm kind of a badass, so I think I can take an old lady.
Lynn just fucking rolls her eyes and we'll just look at the box and kick it open.
You gonna attempt to kick it open?
That
Yep.
works too.
Hmm. I want to go Dex because this seems a very precision maneuver.
All right.
Unless you're just punting the box into the woods.
No. 22.
With masterful skill. The slightest
Immortality
tip of
has
your
granted
toe seems to
Sorry.
seems to unlatch the box.
Immortality has granted Lynn special kicking powers.
Clearly. The box lid springs open. And you find what seems to be a delightful assortment of cookies and biscuits in the small tin.
And
I would
thus,
like to have the Bandar sniff them again.
Give me a perception.
All right. 13.
As far as Bandar knows, this is a delicious assortment of cookies and biscuits.
Lynn will keep the Bandar from eating it.
Skip just kind of like looks at the party, looks at the lady, looks at the party, looks at the lady.
The
social
old lady is
interaction
nodding
with-
your direction, kind of making motion hands towards the biscuits and cookies. Mm-hmm.
He's like, I do have acid resistance.
Lynn will look to the old woman and say, "What is your game here?"
I just wanted my box of cookies open, and I'm happy to share them.
You seemed very insistent, though. What is your game?
I really wanted my cookies.
It's a very
Then
valid
eat.
game.
Then Lynn will decide to say, "Then eat one."
She extends two elongated bony fingers to pluck one of them out of the box before sliding it into her mouth. Mmm.
I feel like the party's just looking at her stunned. No one was expecting her to eat one.
Does a little bit of a tummy rub.
You win, Hag. You win.
Lynn will look at Skip and Zopa and be like, "If one of you want to eat it, go ahead. I'm not going to. I'm not stupid."
Why? There's like silence, and Skip just goes, "Why does whenever Lynn says stupid, everyone look at me?" I mean, I'm gonna take one.
I think Zephyr starts like launching into this long story that was told when he was a child about taking food from strangers. It's like a old legend, but during this time, because he's so slow, whatever's about to happen happens while he's telling this story.
Many years ago.
He
Alright, so-
stops at first because he thought Zopa was going somewhere, but then when he realizes it's like ramble time, he's just like, okay.
So who is reaching out for a cookie?
Skip has acid resistance. Let's do this.
Just Skip.
Lynn
Yeah.
will look at the box and be like, "I can't die anyway." Takes a cookie.
Right.
Yeah, hey, wait a second.
I can't die. What am I doing?
I've been scammed a third time with the same scam.
Sofa, what are you doing after your tale has
Well-
been told?
Yeah, I feel like he would still be saying it when they start eating it. So wait and see what happens to them.
All right. I need the both of you to roll Constitution.
God
Okay.
damn it. It's a good thing that's a good thing for Genasi. Oh, shit.
19.
19.
Same here.
Hey, what's
All
up?
right.
17 plus 2. How'd you get 19?
It's 19 plus 0.
Ah, fair.
While you while you ready yourself for poison or acid or whatever may await, what does come to you is a delicious cookie. It's wonderful in the texture and the taste, and you can only sense the amount of woe and harm to the amount of butter that was used in crafting it.
Lynn looks very confused.
Skip like looks up
And-
at the stars and just goes, "This is like the worst time for you to care about my cholesterol."
Lynn just like looks the old lady like, "You're not even gonna poison us? This is just boring now."
Would you? No.
She cocks her head. What? No, delicious cookies.
He starts
Touches the
picking another
box up
cookie.
off the
He believes
ground.
him. Where Lynn
Um,
sees boredom, Skip sees opportunity. He's eating more cookies.
You all now have Zopa, are you going to imbibe?
Well, if the others haven't, if she's like seems satisfied by them eating it, then he probably wouldn't.
Okay. Again, you pluck out one of the cookies from the tin and place it into your mouth, and it is incredibly flavorful, delightful even, very buttery. Cholesterol may be a concern, but other than that, just fantastic.
Skip is just like the happiest he's been all day.
You all now have a D8 in inspiration.
What is happening?
I comment on how these would have best been enjoyed with a cup of tea.
There's a single tear drops from the water Ganassi captain's eye. Probably the one with an eye patch because it's not a real eye patch. And the single tear goes, "This is the best trip we've ever been on."
Lynn looks thoroughly disappointed.
Well, didn't you want
Disappointed.
free food?
They sit down with Zopa and they're just like, "Yes,
Wasn't
I
that
did.
why we came?
Yes."
You don't know if it was because the cookie is so delicious, whether it was magic or it was the first act of kindness, but you were inspired by this.
So beautiful.
Can I roll insight? I don't trust this woman. It's freaking me out.
Please do.
Damn it, 11.
Why
You
did we not roll
trust
insight?
her as if she raised you as her very own.
Aki. Lynn! I'm tired. I'm so tired. Lynn will, like, sigh, sit down, and will let the Bandar eat the cookies.
All right. The Bandar proceeds to muzzle into the small tin where it begins to chow down voraciously. And there seems to be no ill effects. It is the perfect cookie.
Skip kind of like leans over towards Lynn and just goes like, "I'm glad to see you're finally lightening up a little bit."
I still don't trust this, but I don't see a point in being a stickler.
I've known you for like a month now. This is the happiest the sentence of yours has made me.
What is the old woman doing now?
Just seems to be looking over the group with a rather joyful expression that everyone's enjoying the cookies.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask her. We are, I think, tracking some teddy bear thieves. You haven't seen anyone fit in that description pass by here, Have you?
She scratches the top of her head, the long bony finger. Well, I don't recall any teddy bears, but I know there were some strange things going just up the road here.
Better than nothing.
Other strange things.
Oh, awful little things. Little pudgy, legged things. They're just awful. That's why I hid in the bushes.
Describe them in more
That may or may not be
detail.
true from the tone.
Okay. You want me to share roll insight?
If you want to.
Skip immediately assumes she's talking about children.
I mean, I was thinking that as well.
20! Thank you!
Given from the tone and how she was positioned before you arrived, it doesn't seem right that she was in hiding. At least from what she described.
Squints. Just very loud squinting.
Oh, I don't like that look. That's the something is about to go horribly, horribly wrong look.
She picks up the tin after it's been emptied. And give it a dust off and tucks it away. You'd be best to get going if that's what you're looking for.
Tell me, the child we were speaking to said that a guardian was taken. Do you have any idea what that could mean?
Yeah. Rubs her elongated chin. Sort of a bit of a mole hair that she gently strokes. Yes. Oh, a guardian. That seems very important. If I were you, I'd hurry along.
You have it, don't you? Just straight up asks, like, you have it, don't you?
She quickly shakes her head no. No. I'd be much happier if I had a guardian.
Do you know what a guardian looks like?
Oh, I assume it's something very important. I'm sure you'd recognize it if you saw it.
Can I roll insight on this lady?
Please do.
Skip wants to trust her. She makes good cookies.
She makes so many good points. Why are you here wasting your time?
I got a 2, so I'm right there with you, Zopa.
Everything she said makes perfect sense to you.
Damn it. But I'm sure she has it. God. Zopa, what did you get?
My other insight was low. I can roll again if you want.
Sure.
Actually, that's not bad. Oh God, math. 17 plus 6. I can't.
17 plus 6?
Plus 6, yeah.
Wow.
Maths.
Wow.
Great.
What precisely were you trying to pick up from her?
So the question was about her having the guardian. What it is.
Like, it feels like she's trying to get rid of us because she has it.
That.
Doing your keen, wizened eyes do a full glance on her. You don't see anywhere in particular she could be hiding. Anything other than the tin box she just sort of tied up to her side. You are very certain she does not have what you're looking for.
Tracks to continue on. Perhaps we should just follow them.
All right.
I mean, it's what we
She
were doing
nods.
before.
She nods wisely as you say it. Widely. Well, wisely as well, maybe. She nods widely as you say it. Kind of leans, clutching a pair of your shoulders. Like, yes, yes. You must keep going.
But cookies.
But cookie.
The cookies are gone. The little beastie ate most of them.
He looks over at the Bandar and just kind of does the, like, I'm watching you eyes.
The Bandar does them back at you.
Why does everything involving you cause more problems to me, Lynn?
It's my life's purpose.
Apparently. Except you're gonna outlive this stooge and have to find another one.
Just usually how it goes.
So, I'm going to turn to the old woman and sort of bow my head. Thank you for the cookies. It was a delightful pause on our journey. We hope you managed to find your way home safe with no more rocks thrown at you.
She smiles a gummy, rotten smile your direction. Oh, glad I could. But yes, be careful. There apparently are flying rocks in this area. I can't imagine who would be doing it. She starts to make her way away from you.
I'm gonna look at Lynn. Shall we continue?
Yeah, that sounds good to me. You want to go, Skip?
He, like, looks over. You just see him kind of looking at a glass bowl he has, like a glass orb that has a little clockwork goldfish in it. He just kind of looks at it and just goes like, yeah, I think we're ready. Right, buddy? And the clockwork gold. I need it clear. The goldfish does not respond. It is a goldfish. It is a robot goldfish. It's just swimming in circles. But it's like his magic 8. It's like their magic 8-ball. They need it. And it's just like, okay, we're ready.
I want to say there was an inspiring bloop from the goldfish.
Have a way with words.
Yeah, we'll keep heading on.
All right. I guess we're going to continue following the tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I won't make you roll for it. Oh, losing cameras. That's what we do. All right. So another hour or so passes as you continue to follow these very strange tracks. Again, sort of clawed, almost chicken feet, but a bit wider. And also thick piercings into the earth. Again, almost as if someone was just sticking spear after spear into the ground as they moved.
What a waste of perfectly good spear.
Okay. As you follow it around the bend, you come across a not horribly aged, but a certainly abandoned mansion, or rather large house. The air is incredibly thick at this point. You feel, had you not had that encounter earlier, a sense of hopelessness would have just taken you at this point.
You see Lynn take out a little notebook and like put a little like tick next to a thing that says haunted mansions. And there are a lot of ticks.
Skip just kind of leans over and just goes, "Ooh, what you looking at?"
Oh, I'm just marking down how many times I've seen a haunted mansion.
That's a lot.
No doubt this would have been a lot of times that you'd seen a haunted mansion. Had it been haunted.
Oh, please. There's some ghosts in the fucking
That's it.
household.
It's not entirely decrepit, but you can almost sense, feel, taste a shadow that seems pooling from it.
Well, it doesn't look like anybody's home.
Lynn just starts walking in.
Starts walking in.
Yep.
It won't matter.
Okay. Is anyone with Lynn?
Skip will follow.
Yeah, I'll slowly make my way up.
You're walking in like you own the place.
Well,
Yep.
are we going to go to the door and knock? Are you? Literally.
Oh no! What did you do?
Let me see.
Just kind of kicking the door and Lucy at home.
Lynn just tries to open the door.
A fast open or a creak peek?
Like midway, just like a normal, how you would normally open a door.
All right. So as you open the door,
See that?
you are almost greeted by some very strange figures. There seems to be mounds of flesh on two portly, almost chicken-like legs, and just a maw of teeth. And while it is dark in the residence, there's enough light for you to realize that's something strange you are now face to face with.
In
Do I
the
recognize what
neighborhood.
it is?
Give me a I guess with history. It's always hard to tell. History.
15.
15?
Mm-hmm.
You don't recognize it directly. On a glance of its appearance and its smell and the general presence of the darkness that seems to surround it, you're positive it's not from this realm.
Mm.
You're positive it is alien to this place.
All right. Do they seem hostile?
They don't seem to have directly noticed you yet. They're sort of scuttling about the room or the entrance area to this house. I'll even do a step past that. The bit of light that creaks into the room, the one nearest to sort of does a bit of a leap back to avoid the sunlight.
Oh, I have an idea.
So do I.
What's your idea?
I have something I can summon that I think emits light. I might
Okay,
be wrong, though.
maybe our ideas can work in tandem. If you do that, I'll put the star map down, and if the light emanates off it, it'll just radiate like a star map with all the bright stars throughout the whole room, and that'll just light up the whole place. In order for this to work, I feel like we need to add the context of this is something they've done before. Otherwise, how else would this be so coordinated?
That was nicely done there.
Yeah, but out of game. Huh, we just had very congruent plans.
Yeah.
In game, though, it's a sign of like how skilled they are, and they've been working together for a brief period of time. But blah 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 blah. No.
Blah, 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 blah.
You both nod at each other. Let's give them the old stars and stripes.
Lynn will take out a key and very quietly say a little chant, and a little magma method appears.
Okay.
And as soon as that shows up, Skip puts the star map on the floor and just kind of like grins a bit.
You are still outside the building for this, Skip? Do we have your tokens up?
I don't see any tokens.
Oh no,
Besides the
I said that
monster.
Skip would follow Lynn inside. Skip has a weird catch-22 where they're very critical of every action Lynn takes, but will always follow.
Well, basically, Lynn didn't really go inside. Lynn just like cracked the door open and then like reached the key inside to summon it inside.
And so maybe he just kind of slid it under the like in the crack, you know?
Yeah.
If it
All right,
breaks,
so
I
your
swear to
attempt is
God.
to illuminate the room.
Mm-hmm.
Flashbang, motherfucker.
All right. Given your instinct and ability, I'm going to say, yeah, you're able to shunt under the door and, for lack of better terms, flashbang the area. Still outside, you hear a loud, displeasing screech from various places within the area.
Well, I see one of two options here. We let my map get broken and leave, and I'll have you pay for it. Or we go in there, kick some butt, and maybe end up doing more good than we planned on.
Lynn's already going inside as you say that.
Go team.
All right, as I am having trouble acquiring your tokens, you are you're getting the loners till I figure it out.
It's fair.
Behold you in all your meowy glory.
I didn't make
Yeah, just in case anyone forgot what Lynn looks like, I'll post a little image in the chat.
It'd be great if the Twitch chat let you put images, wouldn't it?
It would.
Hey Twitch. That one,
Get on it.
I'll give you that one for free. Next time, however, royalties. You know how it is.
You know how it is.
We're gonna get kicked off of Twitch for this. Hallie's like freaking out right now.
Oh, we're getting kicked off for a multitude of reasons.
I think maybe the shark was jumped at flashbang, motherfucker, and I apologize.
Technical difficulty.
Ah,
I know.
hello, tech issues, my old friend.
Keep up with your pirate shanties while I figure this out.
Yeah. Hey Google.
Well, adding another cat's not going to help.
We're fighting cats? Oh man.
The ultimate test of your abilities. Hey, I saw Lynn. Where did you go?
Okay, well, in this gap, if it looks like we're sort of preparing to go in and fight, which I presume is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So long ago.
So with the other two backs turned as they're about to go in, he just kind of he closes his eyes and smiles and takes in a deep breath. And I'm gonna use 2 key points to summon my astral arms So kind of extending out from his shoulders, another on each side. And these are quite interesting because the way they're supposed to work is they reflect your like inner self and like I guess who you kind of or what you kind of feel like as a person. But I think he is so centered and like purely at peace and comfortable with himself. It's just his arms again. It's just another two of his like turtle arms, but they're kind of see through. So he kind of rolls his shoulders a little bit, very slowly as they come out, and then breathes out, and is now ready.
All right. I love that imagery.
I love that Zopa's got like these spectral arms. Lynn has their like vast menagerie of creatures, and Skip in the back just kind of holds their spear in an attack position. Just like, okay.
All right. I believe we're going to take one last quick break to try to figure out the final of these tech issues. And we'll get this right. We'll get this going. We'll get a good story at the end there.
It is a good story.
All right. Last time, our intrepid adventurers had come face to face with gelatinous evil. As I call, Skip sent a blinded, sorry light into the room. A dreadful hissing screech came from the face that Lynn had peeked in and witnessed. And so I had prepared himself for combat. Spiritual, fantastically powerful extra appendages extended from his shoulder. All right. Are we opening the door past this?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. As you do, as you push open the door, the creatures themselves seem to be shaking their heads violently. A couple of them seem to themselves against a wall, to kind of break themselves from the onion light. And what shall you do?
Lynn is going to summon their bear spirit and command it to attack.
All right. Let us roll initiative.
All right.
Oh boy.
By the way, when I do this, the bandar disappears.
Yeah, that's
I got a 10.
Okay.
Uh, 14.
Amazing, Haley. I already enjoyed this. And what was your? I'm sorry.
Who was that to? Sorry.
huh.
Your initiative.
Yeah, B, what'd you get?
I got.
Oh, I got a.
Your audio's cutting out a lot.
Hello?
Oh, you're really robot-y. Yay, technical difficulties.
Hello?
There you go.
Hey.
What'd you get for initiative?
I got a 3. Yay.
You're
I
not
got.
rolling well today.
I got
All
14. What it says.
Oh, Zopa got a 14. Yeah, there we go.
All right, that is fantastic. They are, as far as initiative is concerned, as far as you're concerned, they seem to be blinded currently. So they are at a 1. So you all have to move first.
We're so special.
Well,
So that is
Am
you
I
to
first?
start.
So if I can, I'm gonna move to the room to here. Okay. I just work out what I'm gonna do. So pack with my arms, my like extra arms. So he just kind of like stands holding his staff while his arms seem to do the work for him. But probably not. 11 to hit.
11 is gonna hit.
Oh, did. Okay. So 6 plus 3. 5 points of bludgeoning damage, I think it is. Oh no, it's radiant damage. 5 points of radiant damage with the
radiant.
arms.
All right.
Yeah. And with
You
my
ready
bonus.
yourself, and you bring down these spectral fists, and there's a loud crack as your spectral knuckles come in contact with this fleshy mound. It seems to shunt the ground a bit, but it's not. It's still standing.
Okay. We'll go with this one. And then, the next one hits as well. If the other one hit. So as my bonus, I can hit again.
Let's do it.
With the arms again. 9 points of radiant damage.
9 points. All right. Your other arm comes with a solid uppercut to the creature, of kind of pinning it to the wall. It impacts. And there's again a fleshy crack as it just smears down the wall.
Ew.
It's not looking good.
That's my turn.
Okay. To Lynn.
All right. I'm gonna have the bear attack 2 of them
Okay.
because it has multi-attack. So let me roll that.
The two up front.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus be okay. Plus 3. There's the first hit, 22.
That is definitely a hit.
And then a 16.
That's going to be a hit. Well.
All right,
roll
let me roll
damage
that.
on those bad ones.
Woo! So one of them takes 8 damage.
Ooh.
The other takes, let me see, 9 damage.
Very nice.
Oh shit.
All right, I'm
Beefy
going to say
bear.
that your bear does a charge coming in close to Sopa for that first attack. Kind of clutch the one that was against the wall and gives a bit of a bone shaking twist. There's a snap and it just kind of goes limp. Falls on bear jaws. It rears up and does another lunge and attacks its foe. And kind of pressing it close against the wall as it just gnaws into this creature.
All right. Yay.
That first one is downed.
I think that's all I can do for now.
All right. Best to okay, my captain.
Huh?
It is your turn.
Okay. Skip is going to use Starry Form. It's an action, and I burn one of my 2 wild shapes. Uh, I make a constellation style on my body. It takes on a luminous star-like quality. The joints glow and lines attach like a star chart. There's a 10-foot radius of bright light, and beyond that, a 10-foot radius of dim light coming from the captain now. On his fake eye patch is the symbol of an archer, which means I'm going to go with that feature, which allows me to, as a bonus action, make a ranged spell attack with a luminous arrow that could go up to 60 feet. And it's 1d8 plus my wisdom for damage.
All right.
So the action is to turn into the star form, and the bonus action is to create that arrow and just kind of fling it from the spear. So he's kind of swings the spear, but it launches the arrow somehow. It's magic, don't question. And I want to hit the one in the middle, like in the furthest back, because it's a 60-foot radius. If I can reach that far, if not, then yeah. If that is 60 feet, I'll go for it. But if not, I'll go with whatever is in the 60-foot range.
I'll allow it.
Fair enough. So that's just gonna be a ranged spell attack from me. Time to roll. 21 to hit.
Oh, and it's clearly a strike.
And it's a D8 plus my wisdom. Yeah.
Okay.
It's gonna end up being 5 points of damage from my arrow.
All right. As you become a brilliant and luminous show behind the battlefield, you extend your spear and it sort of shifts its shape and seem to just kind of meld into a when you release your arc streak flies in direction. What normally would have been just a fair strike seems to really impact this creature. There is a loud shriek as your impacts.
Skip just kind of gives Lynn a self-satisfied, just kind of smirk, just like.
Lynn just shrugs.
All right. And with that, our creatures are going to attempt to move in once they seem to have a bit of an understanding of the situation. All right. This here is going to attempt to open up its wall and latch onto our bear. All right, that's going to be a 14.
Let me check if that hits.
Your AC.
But is it my AC or the bear's AC?
Assume
Okay. That hits.
that hits. All right. As it plops forward and sort of throws itself, the bear, these leech-like mandibles just kind of latch on to the large beast and just kind of hangs there, sort of draining off it. It's going to be 3 damage.
All right.
And the other one is to attempt to aim at you, Sopa.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's going to be 12.
Nope.
All right. As this thing shimmy and launches toward you, you just do a slight short turn and just kind of against your ship and falls back. The other, not finding a good opening into the attack, just stays back to the side.
Mm.
That brings us to you again, Sopa.
Okay. I'm gonna I think. Which one of them? I'm going to attack the one that's on the bear because I feel like that's going to cause issues.
Attack which one? I'm sorry. Oh,
The one that's on the bear.
Yeah, it's gonna be one.
Yeah. So same again. 17 to hit.
17. Yeah. Wouldn't even impact the bear on that.
And then so that's 9 radiant damage.
So in the same maneuver that you arced your back to defend yourself against the one in front of you, you use that same momentum to swing your spiral arm and catch the one that's currently latched onto our bear friend. You knock its body limply and follow up with the other arm, smack it the other direction. It pulls away and sort of pulls across them before landing limply.
Okay, so it's dead?
As far as you know, yes.
Okay. And then with my bonus, I'll swing around and hit the one that's in front of me then.
Okay. I thought you were doing your attacks that one.
Huh?
Nothing.
I can do it, but
No.
both attacks could be on that one. That's fine.
I'm sorry, I
Okay.
heard attack.
Alright. I'm really sorry. What was?
No, don't be.
First attack, I just didn't roll the damage for 2 attacks on the other one, but I can roll. Fine, whatever you think, whatever you want it to.
Yeah. Smack bugger in front of you.
Sure, okay. So then that was over 18 to hit. And 6 radiant damage on that one.
All right. Again, you bring thunder down hard this little creature. There's a rather disgusting crunch splat sound. You bring this down on this one. It's going to be from you to get this situation for it.
Hello.
All right. That would be to Lynn. Yes.
All right. I'm gonna have the bear attack again. The same multi-attack,
Okay.
just focusing on the one that's alive.
All right. There's a last quivering mound in front of you.
All right, gonna pound down on it because Lynn doesn't know mercy.
She forgot what mercy was thousands of years ago.
Exactly. Let's see. Animals in my house are loud today. So it's a 12 and an 11.
We're gonna say that's a.
Hmm?
This is not a creature that appears to be very agile in its nature, and it's got its element in the light. So those are both gonna strike.
All right. All right. So it takes 1d6. 3 damage, and then 7 damage, so 10 damage in total.
All right. Here comes down, kind of raking it with the claws, and then a very hard slam on that second go around. The creature's starting to. It looks very damaged and starting to slowly kind of list away from you, but doing. It's doing poorly, but it is still alive. It is hanging on. Is there anything else you'd like to do for this round?
No.
All right. Skipper.
Okay. So I'm gonna use my movement to get like closer. I know Zopa's kind of in the way, so I think he might politely just kind of go like, "Oh, I'm sorry." Let me see the ruler because I don't know how long these individual, tiles are. Are they each 5 feet? I don't
Yeah,
know.
this should be 5 feet.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
plenty of
All right,
plenty of
cool.
space to work.
So Skip's gonna kind of go to the side of the creature here
Okay.
because he radiates bright light within 10 feet of him and dim light within 10 feet of that. So he's just kind of like getting close and letting the light just sit on this thing.
While the light itself seems to severely irritate and disable the creature, it doesn't itself damage it.
Right. That was
Okay.
the idea.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna use an action to just kind of bring down the spear on it.
All right.
18, 19, 23 to hit.
That
18
is
plus 5.
it hit.
Let me roll damage. I need to bring out a d6. That is 5. 5 points of damage from the spear.
Yeah, with a sharp, quick thrust, you bring the tip through the creature's neck, and it sort of jitters a bit, then ceases movement.
He kind of, when he sees it's dead, he kind of does like a spin with it just for show, because
A little
that's how he
bravado.
is. And the starry form lasts 10 minutes, so
Awesome.
he's not gonna call it out. He's gonna keep it. It's just cool. He feels special.
For your bravado maneuver, is this something for the rest of the group?
Yes, very much so.
Give me a performance check.
Yeah, that sounds right.
What did you get?
10.
It was pretty cool.
He fumbled it a couple times. But it's okay.
It's not a wide hallway. So you had to hold back the spear twirl a bit, but it was pretty cool.
Yeah. His eyes, he's like kind of like eyeing up Zopa and Lynn's reactions, and when he realizes it was kind of mute point, he just goes, "Let's just keep moving."
It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. He did the
The bear will clap for you.
Oh.
Yeah, I feel like Zopa would just be like, would smile and give like a nod in
Good
acknowledgement.
performance. Good performance.
Yeah. The arms do last for 10 minutes as well, I'll say. So.
Nice.
All right, we're making our way to the house. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there is not a whole lot of house to make way through. As you move through this entrance, if not for the brilliance of Captain Skip, you feel you've been plunged into complete darkness.
Oop.
You're
Not you like that. A very unnatural dark. Your soul itself feels chilled.
Does my magma method help light it up as well?
See,
Does my magma method also help to light it up?
I am gonna give you a solid yes on that.
Hmm?
You are two beacons in darkness right now.
Yay!
I'm going to go for your arms themselves to be illuminating. You guys are actually oddly prepared for this as we reflect on the situation. Given fantastic sources of light that you are, as you push forward, you see the shadow not only has the darkness, but as almost whirling tendrils. And given the light source, you can actually see where it seems to be stemming from. There appears to be a dark portal in the rear of the room. Most of it seems to be emanating from. And my portal token is nowhere to be seen.
Bum, ba-dum, dum. Dum, 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 da, 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 da. Oh,
There it is.
That worked really well. Fantastic.
All right. One second.
So, dark scary portal. I
Dark
feel
scary.
like Skip looks to Lynn and just goes like, "So is this like? Have you seen one of these before? Is this new to you?"
Have I seen this before?
Oh, you're asking me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look towards no.
Hmm.
You're well versed in the world. You've seen a lot of things. How much plane jumping have you done in your time?
I feel like a good amount, not an insane amount, but a good amount.
Okay. You're gonna definitely recognize this leads to not just a teleportation on this plane, but to somewhere entirely different.
All right.
Given the general presence within the room in the area, you make assumptions.
All right. I believe this is a portal to another darker plane. I'm sorry for my cat.
It's okay.
Give me everyone, give me a perception roll real quick,
All right.
Perception, you said?
please.
No.
10.
10,
It's 16.
16,
7.
and 7.
Yeah, I rolled a 2.
All right. Well, while Skip and Lynn are very focused on the whirling vortex, as anyone should be, Sopa, you notice just below it, with a series of deep gashed claw marks, seem to lead into the portal. You notice a small object right at the mouth of the awning portal.
Okay. Can I like I'll slowly make my way over with my quarterstaff and then just kind of what can I tell what it looks what as I get closer, can I see what it is?
Given the tendrils of shadow, it's a little difficult to make out from far away.
Okay, I'm gonna you know what? Right, I'm gonna get to within 10 feet and I'm gonna reach out with my astral arms because they have 10 feet reach
Fantastic.
and try and like scoop it or light it up or do something.
All right. As you're just stretch out into this thick soup of darkness, they do come back and retrieve a small stuffed bear.
Well, I think I found the Guardian.
Well, that's good.
So
So we don't need to go in, right?
As you bring it slightly toward you, a long spiked limb to pierce out from the portal. Not striking you, but hitting to where the figure was. It seems to be blindly stabbing toward the direction trying to bring in.
Skip just kind of sighs. It could never.
No.
Well, go in.
The smart part of me says no, but the part of me that doesn't give a shit says yes.
I didn't hear you. What was the plan of action?
Decided. We kind of still debating a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
So I missed some of it. So it's just this spike arm is swinging out at us now.
Yes.
Skip just kind of has his spear out and just goes back.
You're gonna try to strike at it?
I'm gonna try and strike at it from a respectful distance with my spear.
That's what spear's good at. Go for it.
Yeah. 15.
15. The spear seems to just glance off of it. You can't tell if it's like particularly slick that did it, or if the tissue is hard. But your spear rolls off of the flesh that you can impact.
Perhaps it just wants
so
its
creepy.
teddy bear back.
I don't like it. I don't like it. Skip is gonna do another augury and just see what the stars say about this situation.
What is the exact focus of your augury?
What will follow if I try and attack the thing inside?
It gives you a strong whoa.
Okay. So swinging at it may not be the best idea. Do we have a way to close it?
I don't think so. But I have something that can hit a general area.
So do I. Do we want to take a few steps back and just let it rip?
Yeah.
Okay. I take some steps back.
Lynn is gonna order the magma method to use its fire breath.
And Skip is going to cast a moonbeam.
I don't have anything disarranged, so I watch.
You're valid.
Actually, in preparation for something coming back out of it, he goes into his shell, which gives me +4 AC.
Oh.
Are you bunkering down?
Yeah.
Are you doing a bit of a hide, Sopa?
It's not like hiding, so like if
I'm
someone comes
not.
out,
I'm
it'll
not
see him.
judging you. I just didn't know where you are.
He's just at the back of the room and goes into his shell. He's not like hidden away from something, but it's just to give him like.
Let me word it this way. Where's the figure that you picked up?
In the shell with me now.
The
Still
with you.
holding it. Yeah.
You know, you have
Not a
lived
bad idea.
while Lynn and Skip are battling at these ever increasing spike legs that seem to be pulling out of this portal. For some reason, you more had a lifetime in this, and it's for countless times. But for some reason, this time in particular, you feel incredibly safe.
Oh.
I mean, I'll be honest, I kind of missed a lot of that, but I got the end of it so that I feel safe. So, like, as in, I feel like I'm all right in my shell, and this is where I should be, or
You don't know if it's precisely your shell, but you know deep everything's okay. You're you're in a place of safety and comfort, which seems odd for the situation, but no, you have no fear at all right now.
okay. Stick my head back out of my shell and say, I mean, I think we're due a tea break. This seems like a good place to settle down for one.
Lynn gives him a look.
Skip's just still blasting it with Moonbeam and turns around and looks to Lynn. I think he's lost. I think they've officially lost it. I think they've lost it.
Skip great celerity is various legs that just seem to be pouring around him, just wielding his spear to catch them each time they invade.
He's getting more and more uncomfy, by the way.
And Lynn, you are also pushing forward with Magma, just trying to fight back these creatures. I mean, this just at this point, it's just dozens upon dozens of almost 10 little spidery legs that just seem to be pouring out of this thing.
Like,
every blast of fire seems to halt for a moment, but then it just seems to keep pushing forward out.
Some sort of check as to whether it's the bear or the figure that's making me feel like this, and if perhaps that is what this thing is looking for. Then I should give it back, maybe. Or am I too at peace now? Like, I'm just not even thinking about it.
Well, I mean, you definitely recognize that you just picked this thing up a moment ago, and now suddenly fears have melted away from you. You're saying you're going to get through this situation somehow. So you could probably piece together it's related.
Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna. He stands up with this bear, and almost like oblivious to what the other two are doing in their arms. He just starts to walk forwards towards the portal.
Okay.
Arms. He's gonna walk all the way up to it unless anything stops him.
As he approaches, any of the legs that would have been outside start to kind of writher and shrink back into this hole.
So I'm gonna try to get right up to the opening of the portal, and then I'll say to the others, this may just be like the child we found on our way in, but one from a world not like our own, and perhaps it just wants its toy back.
Skip kind of looks at it and just goes, "But isn't that the guardian? Didn't we promise the kid we'd bring it back?"
The attendants from the portal do seem repulsed by its presence more than anything.
Well,
Skip kind of looks to the teddy bear and then looks up to Zopa and just asks, "Do you think it's the bear itself, or do you think it's like what's attached to it? Do you think it's more the physical bear, or is it more the emotions it carries? In your expert?"
I will say, upon seeing a bit of reprieve from these legs, Lynn and Skip, you are rather compelled to reach out and just kind of maybe poke at the bear or hold it yourselves.
Then Lynn will do so without hesitation.
All right.
Calm down. Calm down.
Lynn, for the first time since you can remember, there is a sense of hope in you.
Immediately
You're
drops
not-
it like that's
you're
weird.
not-
No.
You're not sure how much you like that fact. But,
Yeah, they immediately drop it like nope.
but there is that I remember this kind of
I'm getting the warm fuzzies and I don't
feeling
like
in you.
it.
And some people say Lynn's heart grew 3 sizes.
three
that day.
times that. As you do reach out and connect, the room does brighten. The portal does seem to be very much forced back. The tendril smoke as well as the lights seem to be violently pulling back in, still scraping at the ground and still laughing wildly, but it's does not be in its face.
Because I touched it?
Yes.
Okay, Lynn is going to look to you as like, we should all touch the bear, as much as I don't want to.
Skip kind of thinks about it for a second and looks at Zopa with the teddy, looks at Lynn with the, and then kind of has a brainwave. And I don't know if it's correct, but this is where Skip's headspace is, you know? He's gonna go for his lucky charm, his orb with the mechanical goldfish in it, and he's gonna hold it in his hands and he's gonna start walking towards it with it and see what happens.
I'm gonna say it starts to illuminate the same way that Lynn Sopa seemed to be illuminating light.
He kind of Skip kind of smirks with self-satisfaction, like, I get it.
Yeah, very much so. Your heart just seems to understand. Light is pure of you as it is for them. With almost a vacuum of howling wind, the portal seems to just suck in every shadow, every leg, every body left of those strange creatures that you had previously attacked. Just kind of pulls in on itself and just ceases to exist.
For the first time ever, you'll get like a look from Lynn that's like, you did it, I'm proud of you.
No.
It's very strange. It looks very unnatural.
He's concerned for a moment, but then realizes what it is, and his blue face gets a tiny tinge of red, but then just kind of goes back to like, nope, stoic, Captain, I got this.
The weight in the room just seems to dissipate. Any of the anxiety or the tension on you really seems to have just dissipated. If an island could have a song, Lynn, you recognize the tone of it again.
I think the drinks are back.
There's something in your heart that assures you that the drinks will be back.
Yeah, Lynn just looks to Skip like, I have good news.
I think Skip kind of like looks to the other two and just kind of goes, you know, I've been kind of a stick in the mud today, and I feel bad about it. You guys are my friends, and I'm sorry I was such a dick.
The end of that, or have we still got the bear?
You do indeed have the bear.
I'll say, well, I think there is a child sorely in need of this.
All right, you tend to make your way back to where you saw the child.
Yeah, back to where we saw him scamper off into that little cabin.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do our brief transition screen because it's fun. You make your way with much more pep in your step than you had started this journey. The road does not seem nearly as rocky. And, well, Captain Skip, you have remembered all of those pirate songs. And may I say, you have performed them incredibly.
Yeah.
Every word, every tone, every key shift, you have just nailed on this travel.
He does take a quick stop though to just like thank Lynn and Zopa for being cool, even though he was being kind of a jerk again.
Lynn just shrugs.
All right. Who going to you returned to your forest path, or you remained on your forest path, and you make your way to this small cabin tucked within the mountains. Who is going to open the door? Who's going to lead in?
Lynn will.
All right. You make your way up to this door, very simple handle and brass. And you grab it and pull it open.
Oh.
As you do, any image of the cabin instantly leaves your peripheral, relieves your vision. You seem to be what would be the perfect balance of temple and cave. It seemed to be at one point a natural, warm cave that the various stone has been etched to perfection. You can see various figures of legend and lore and various events through your people's time and the time of all different races and species, sort of etched into the walls.
The great warriors of the cat tribe.
It's easy to greatest here.
That is your true
Had to
destiny.
call it at once.
But Little like just look at the dragon, like still stoic face, like not like I mean, there's a bit of shock, but like not much. Like yeah, there was something up with that kid. That's not surprising.
It's fine. It's just a dragon. It's cool.
It's just a dragon. Whatever. I've met those.
Lynn has seen it all, so
Yep.
kind of walks up like, yeah, I own this place.
Yep. This is cool. And Lynn will like hold up the bear, like, here you go.
Yeah, the rather massive brass dragon sort of shifts up from its rest and extends a delicate two claws to reach out for the bear. It just says, ah, right where you belong. Kind of tucks it into a nook into its arm and rests its chin in the claw. Very good. Very good. I am impressed.
Lynn just kind of stands there.
Skip is kind of he's glowing in the validation of a dragon.
Yeah. The other paw raises in a gentle, but it's booming due to size, clap. That
Skip
was
kinda
the
goes,
happy ending I was hoping for.
Skip kind of chimes in with, "Hey, I'm a sailor of my word," and he sets down the star map again and does his second wild shape, and this time instead of the archer it goes into dragon, which so his eye patch is a little dragon and the constellations make the shape of a dragon, and he uses that to light up the star map so the dragon can see the constellations before they.
Yeah. The dragon peers up the roof looking at the star maps and sort of a wistful grin goes, yes, I know all of those.
I hope to one day.
He says, well, that's a good reason for you being here. Do you want to know them all?
Yeah, I
Do
do.
you want adventure and travel? And he glances over at Sopa. And your teachings. How would you like to impact the world? And he glances, kind of shifts his body over towards Lynn's direction. And purpose. Is that not what you would seek?
Lynn just shrugs.
He seems to nod to himself. The truth is, the world has grown dark, dismal. The stories are becoming boring and depressing. But you, all of you, yes, makes for a fine story. And that's what I do good in this world. Give me interesting stories. Interesting stories for my clutch. He motions a claw. You see a small cluster of eggs tucked into a nook in the arm where the bear was placed. Give them stories to inspire and motivate. What say you?
Sure. That's it. Sure.
I think we can do that.
Yeah.
Just nods.
I would expect no less from heroes. Yeah. Sticks a claw into what seemed to be a mile of sand and just sort of pours out gold coins and gems in front of you. I think that should carry you for some time. Now, kind of does a lean back, resting its chin and its ball like this. Now tell me the story of how you got here. And then what happened?
Skip just kind of starts up and just goes, okay, so meeting an immortal wasn't the most weird thing I've ever done, but it might be the most consistently weird thing.
Start off on their tail.
Yep.
All right. The hours pass as you regale this giant dragon with the tales of your adventures and travels. Its eyes lighting up like a child. Every time a tale passes its ears, it just rears up just in excitement.
Aww,
listening
cute.
to you. All right. And with that, our adventurers have saved the day,
Woo!
have created a new story, have enticed a dragon, and brought peace to the island of Embar. Well done, all of you.
Yay!
And I will end on the note that when they finally leave, Skip asks Zopa and Lynn pretty straight up if they'd continue to travel with him, and if once in a while they can come back here and fill the dragon in on what he's missed.
Yeah, Lynn will agree to that.
Dragon is
that's a
excited by your offer. Nods happily to hear more of your stories.
Yay!
Yay! Oh, awesome. Bran, you beautiful bastard. That was amazing.
That was awesome. I love that.
Are much too kind. That was some technical difficulty.
Hey, we worked through it. I know that was frustrating. Thank you all for hanging on with us. I think it's mostly
thank you all.
Discord.
Thank you so much for being a part.
Yay! Yay! Thank you, Bran.
Thank
you,
you.
Aki and B and Carrie. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you, everyone in chat. Y'all were freaking great. Sorry about Streamlabs. I'll fix that. I have it on the highest setting, and it's like, no, you can't say the F word. And I was like, okay, fine. Streamlabs is being picky. I will fix it. We are going to close out for the next couple of hours, but we're back in 2 hours at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for some Humblewood. So if you want to see some adorable, adorable creatures playing in the Outer Heart and going on a heroic rescue mission, join me and some other players, and we're going to be playing some adorable Humblewood, and that'll be our last stream for the day, and then we have 3 tomorrow. So if you go to @terrible_party on Twitter, you can see our pinned tweet for our awesome giveaway. You can see our full schedule for this charity stream. Please don't forget that we are playing for charities like Stuffed Animals for Emergencies, SAFE, and for Project Night Night, as well as the UN Refugee Agency and the Children's Aid Foundation of Canada, helping kids and families in need. So thank you all once again. We so appreciate you, and we'll see you back here in just a couple of hours. Yay! Thank you, everybody.
Yay! I really appreciate it.